Nomás ponen donde está el... Hello, everyone. If everyone can take their seats, we're going to get started. All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. All right, so welcome everyone to 1 Million Cup Wednesdays. My name is Bertha. I see a lot of new faces today. So before we start every Wednesday, we kind of give a little intro of what 1 Million Cups is and who we are. So I'm gonna start with that. So 1 Million Cups is a national program that's part of the Kauffman Foundation. And 1 Million Cups works to create a consistent and educational experience for every 1 Million Cups community around the country. So every Wednesday, every 1 Million Cups streams at 9 a.m. Live, like we are doing now. We are the newest 1 Million Cups in the Southwest region, down in the tip of Texas, and we are very excited. We just started this year, and we hope to continue on in the future doing it. Some key pillars about the presentations in 1 Million Cups. These are meant to be genuine presentations about being an entrepreneur and what it is like to be an entrepreneur. They are not meant to be pitches or, pitching your business or whatnot. So the connections that are made here are meant to be authentic and not just networking and leaving, right? Like we have already formed our 1 Million Cups community that comes every Wednesdays, which is very, very awesome to see. A little bit about the core program. Like I said, it's held every Wednesdays at 9 a.m. We typically have 1 to 2 presenters that present around 6 minutes each, and then there's a time for Q&A and audience engagement. If you want to be a sponsor, a coffee sponsor, or a presenter, you can reach out to any of us that have the shirt, any of us in the team, and we'll help you to get settled with being a presenter or a coffee sponsor. Speaking of which, today's coffee sponsor is Mr. Jose Solis from Great Box. Thank you very much. And with that being said, if you guys can please silence your phones, we are going to start the presentations. And for today's first presenter, we have Mr. Jaime Diez. He has already participated in 1 Million Cups prior, but he has a new project that he would like to share with you all and hopefully receive some feedback.
Hello, thank you. I just wanted to do a demo. I'm not sure if I'll be able to use the keyboard and the. Oh, I will be able to demo. Okay, yeah. Let me just talk about it real quick, and then we'll do a little quick demo. So this is a project I started working on probably about a month ago. So almost a little bit over a year ago, I won the Startup Texas for a project that I had regarding tire recycling. Since then. I was put on the Solid Waste Advisory Committee at the COG level, which a COG, it's a Committee of Governments. Here our COG is a UT, or the Lower Rio Grande Valley Development Council. And they put me in a Solid Waste Advisory Committee, and what that is, it gives money to municipalities in order to develop drop-off locations for waste. While being a part of that, one of the issues that we have is that if you have a big city like Brownsville and you have one drop-off location like we do in downtown, it's far for most people to get to. And besides that, when you have some that are unstaffed, it's also hard to keep control of the materials that come into your center, right? So you might have, let's say, a cardboard or a box full of, or a container full of cardboard. Somebody throws in a dirty pizza box, and your waste stream is completely contaminated. So I was thinking, how can I first solve my own issue, being people calling me all the time asking me if I recycle tires, and also help out with the drop-off location. So I made this website to work on that. Let me just do a quick demo right now. All right, so here's the website. Okay. So this is not the address, but I'll just put my home address. Or actually, let me just log on real quick. All right, there we go. So first, how you start off using it is you put in your location, right? So here I'm going to put in my home address. You know, it seems that whenever you're demoing something, that's when it stops working. So hopefully it works the way that it should. So you would put your home address, your range, and you search by materials. You could sort it down further by the type. This is for the tire recycling, right? So agricultural tires. I'd click on that, and it would show me centers in my in the radius of my home address. I click on View All Centers, and at that point, I would see the center types, how far it is from me, how much is a payout or a charge. Here, because it's green, that means that we'd be paying 0.1 or 10 cents per pound. This is not accurate. And I could click here. Here I have the hours. We're not open just yet, so it's empty. You can add a review. There's no reviews here, or you could see all the reviews. Right? It's empty. Here's where it would show you the rest of the materials that can be intaked by the center. However, what I really wanted to demo today was this. Going back to the work with the Solid Waste Advisory Committee and the drop-off centers. So here you go to your user settings. You'd go to user account. Here's where you would add a business. Once you have that added, you can add centers. So here you got a center, and then the hours that it's open at. And here's where you have your recycling centers. So under the business of Valley Tire Recycling, I have the SPI Boulevard center. Here I can add or take away recyclable materials. So I've added number 6 and number 4 plastic. Here I can alter the price, right? So if I'm charging a fee, I could put that I charge, let's say, $1 per ton, at which point I'll update and then that'll appear on the front end. However, this is what I wanted to show. So at home and drop-off locations, a lot of us already recycle. And by sharing this with your neighbors, it could really help in regarding to recycling efforts. So when you click here, it says, what is this? One obstacle that often hinders people from recycling is a lack of time to transport items to recycling centers. If you're already engaged in recycling, consider assisting your community members by becoming a drop-off point. Simply provide a designated time, ideally 30 minutes to 1 hour before you leave to the recycling center, along with your address. Additionally, certain recyclables like aluminum can even earn you money. This is a way to turn your eco-friendly efforts into a small source of income while contributing to a cleaner environment. And the ChatGPT helped me with that type up. So I just wanted to demo how easy it is to add a center. Here you can make it a home or office location. I could name this Mi Casa. And you would enter the address. So here it would be Palo Grande Drive. The email address, it'll pull the one from that they have on your account. But you could change this. And you have an optional phone number. Also an optional email. So if you want to reach out to you, you could just leave that. You could leave that blank. Here I'll put so here I'm just putting, there's a container next to the mailbox, drop off items there. And let's say that I go at 10 that I leave at 10:30 on Monday. So I'd put 10:30 on 10:30 to 10 to 10:30 a.m. Click here. I'm not a robot. And I could add the center. Once I have that center added, I could put my aluminum. So I'd go to metals, click on aluminum. It's added. here I can say no charge. And now when I go back to my dashboard and I look for aluminum products near me, okay, there we go. That it actually appeared in the correct address. Non-ferrous aluminum. So now Mi Casa will appear, right, as a home drop-off location. If I have a preference in regards to who I want to drop it off to, whether it's a business or a home office, I can sort by that. If I go to office, it'll appear blank because there's no office drop-offs. And then I can even rate my center. So let's say it's not a good center. I could just put 1 star and then leave a review bad. So 1 star bad. Let's say, so now I have a 1 star, see reviews, Jaime bad, 1 star. Now I can go back here to my recycling centers, and because I tried it out and it did not work out, I got very bad reviews. I can, chalk this up as a failure, and now I could just delete my recycling center. So if I click here, delete, and it's gone. That was just a quick demo I wanted to show, just to show the ease of the site. And yeah, I mean, it's really just meant to make it easier for people to recycle. And I know currently that's one of the bigger things keeping people from actually adopting recycling as part of their day-to-day habits. It's just the ease, right? And I feel like something like this could help. And it'll also help me get less phone calls of people asking me if I recycle tires. Thank you. Is there any questions? Oh, yes, sir.
So how do you monetize this? How do you profit, generate a revenue off this? This is wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm thinking in the back of my mind, I should get a city buying in and presenting like a TML.
Mm-hmm.
All cities get together. How does this generate revenue for the ad?
You know what? I do have a way to monetize it right now, and I can talk to you about that afterwards. But I guess I'm being recorded, and it's still an idea that I have. I'm not sure whether or not it'll work out the way that I. But yeah, they should be able to be monetizable.
It's just that sometimes people building wonderful apps and it's a great service.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to have legs so that you have some revenue to keep moving forward.
Yeah. Well, with this app, I actually don't want to build this. I want to build an app for nonprofits to manage their campaigns. But when I started working on that, there was a crowdfunding element to it. And then I learned about anti-money laundering and know your customer, sanctions compliance. So basically, to stay busy, I pivoted to work on this app that I kind of want to work on. But I'm trying to get the other one up on its legs. But yeah, it's costing me right now about $40 a month to keep this up. So I'm not. It's not one of the things that I'm too concerned about right now. But actually, if anybody here does any marketing, I do need some help with that. I have to leave here around 9:45 because I have another meeting. But here's my email address. Feel free to email me because I do not know how to get users. Yes.
That was my question. I love the app, and I completely agree with one of the challenges. I have like bins in my garage
Mm-hmm.
where I put my aluminum and glass and all that. And I get really frustrated, and if it's overflowing, I'll just throw it in the trash.
Mm-hmm.
But it has to get to a point where I'm not frustrated. It doesn't rarely happen, but there isn't a lot of glass, a little bit of plastic, which is what fires or most.
Mm-hmm.
Do you plan to move this or at least market it for maybe like homeowners associations, things of that sort, that they can find a designated area within the recycling registry where all owners or home in the neighborhood can take it?
Mm-hmm.
Something marketing for.
So there's two ways that I could see about growing the site. I mean, the first would be just leaning heavily on recycling centers that already exist, right? I mean, Emerald showed the onboarding process takes you maybe about 5 minutes, and those 5 minutes, if you opt not to take them, could cost you a customer if they choose to go to a competitor who is on the registry, right? And then I think that at that point, girls should just be organic, right? Because it's easy enough. The barrier to entry to get on the registry is really low, and if it loses you a customer, it might be worth it just to get that one customer. And then the other one would be to lean heavily on individuals, right? Creating their own drop-off locations. If we get enough users that register their drop-off locations, then that would be enough impulse for the recyclers to get on there, right? Right now, what I'm trying to do is have a target approach towards the valley, because since this does work on off radiuses, as long as there's somebody in your radius that also recycles similar material to you, it makes sense for you to get on the registry. So I think as long as I could just get a good foothold in one of the cities in the valley, at that point the growth should be a little bit more organic. Obviously, I mean, everybody wants to grow real fast, and that's what I would like to do. But yeah, I think just my first step's going to be to anchor down one city and then try to grow it that way.
So if I have a tablet or a phone, that I want to get rid of,
Mhm.
if I search tablet, whether it's going to pop up or it's going to be like just material wise that I'm going to be able to find what can I recycle.
So I'm sorry. Well,
If I have a tablet like a phone.
Oh, okay.
Like, I either a tablet or phone and
Yeah.
stuff over there, or it's going to be like just material wise.
So this works good on your phone if you use it in horizontal mode.
Oh, no, I mean, I have a phone to recycle. Like, I wouldn't
Oh.
recycle the device.
To get rid of this.
Yeah, I wouldn't recycle the device.
Uh-huh.
Because I don't know what material are in it, right? You know?
Okay.
Okay, very early.
I thought you were asking about an app. I was like,
No, I want to recycle the device, but I don't know
Like-
what nails are in it, I don't know what things are in it.
Sí.
I want to get rid of it, but I don't know how you dispose of it properly.
si la gente pide mucho, ahora tienen que ir a un app, ¿verdad? Yeah. Why aren't you Android friendly? Yeah. So this is a beta launch. I'm not sure what materials people want to see on this, right? So down here, if you have any suggestions about materials we should add, please email jaime@recyclingregistry.com with the subject material suggestions. This is really because, so when I moved back here, I was doing scrap metal sales. And when you're buying scrap metals, you're buying very specific types of scrap. However, when you're taking scrap to the center, usually you sell it as steel. So for me, it was kind of hard to try to figure out how do people recycle, right? Versus how do recycling centers then treat their processed materials. So I try to keep it as friendly as possible. However, knowing myself, I probably overthought it, and that's why I included the recycling, the material suggestions. Oh, yes.
Bueno, sí, está bien.
Sí, claro.
Y obviamente cualquier persona se puede registrar.
Sí.
Yo lo puedo registrar.
Ujú.
Necesito un permiso de la ciudad, yo, para tener producto, empezar a almacenar suficiente producto para llevarlo a un centro hospital.
Ujú.
Eso. Y segunda, vamos a suponer que si yo quisiera saber cómo voy a guardar el producto o cómo lo voy a transportar, hay un link, bueno, no hay, pero a lo mejor sería una idea con un link, cómo lo tengo que llevar, o sea, en qué caja, en qué bolsa.
Ujú.
¿Por qué? Porque a lo mejor es un producto que de repente va a hacer reacción con otra cosa.
Sí.
Y se puede tirar en internet, a lo mejor tener la ciudad, a lo mejor tener la gente, a lo mejor hacer eso.
Ujú.
Entonces, a lo mejor un link que te diga, si vas a mover baterías, sí,
Ujú.
tienes que poner, no sé, cómo se puede, pero en una caja de cartón, en una bolsa de hule, no sé,
Ujú.
para que lo puedas transportar y la gente empiece a conocer cómo se puede transportar.
Sí.
No problem.
So the question was, what permits you need from a city to have your own little home drop-off location? And then the second part of the question was once you have the material, how do you transport it in a responsible way? So what I did include was in special instructions, so that centers can put in special instructions they require for people in taking material, right? Not only for the center, but also in handling the material. They can input that information there. In regards to the first question, in regards to talking about cities and permits, it depends on what you're recycling, right? I mean, if you're using something non-hazardous like plastic, like wood, I'm sure it's fine. There is a hazardous waste on here. I think for that you do need special permits. However, I'm not I would never encourage anybody to recycle something at their house that they're not allowed to by the city. But it's really meant to be a tool. If people want to use it to take hazardous waste, I mean, I should probably learn more about my own liability in regards to that. But
No, bueno, no tienes que saber, pero que le pongas esa información, que pueda acceder a la gente información que necesita para cada cosa. Una vez que ya están adentro de tu app, que les puedes dar esa información muy cuando. Si tienes alguna duda, vete de mí y se vaya.
Ajá.
Digo, para ser más,
Sí.
que no tenga yo que salir de tu app para buscar qué información necesito, o tips después, para que lo sigas alimentando, la gente lo siga viendo y todo, y empiece a recibir correos de tu parte. Esta idea de para que la gente siga volviendo a tu app,
Sí.
que lleguen notificaciones a la gente de oportunidades nuevas de negocio, o de cómo manejar algo, o listo, mira.
Sí.
Digo, son sugerencias, ¿no?
Sí, no, claro, sí entiendo. Sí, de hecho, sí tengo dudas al respecto de lo que decías de los permisos municipales. Sí me parece que sí necesitas, pero ponle ahorita, no estoy muy enfocado en eso, pero sí debo de ver realmente cuál es mi, como que, liability personal sobre ese tema. And if any more, I think I'm on my time. Thank you all very much.
Okay. Thank you, Jaime, for that demo. I know you're going to leave early, so I'm sorry if people don't get a chance to talk to him afterwards, but like he said, his email was on the screen. For our next presenter, we have Ms. Nilda Garza. She is from PFS Investing, and she has a little presentation for you guys as well. So.
Listo. Muy buenos días a todos. Mi nombre es Nilda Garza. Les voy a platicar un poquito de mí, cómo llegué aquí, a esta compañía. Y bueno, ya después les refuerzo quiénes somos. Entonces, yo soy Nilda, soy asesor financiero, tengo 40 y pico años, poquitos. Tengo 3 hijos, acá. Y bueno, empecé este camino de asesoría financiera hace 3 años durante la pandemia, donde muchos yo creo que vivimos tiempos complicados. En mi caso, con 3 hijos en casa, todos en escuela, todos en sus distintos iPads, bueno, y una bebita. Yo necesitaba hacer algo, entonces Primérica me encontró a mí y empecé a estudiar, a licenciarme, a sacar todas mis licencias financieras, incluyendo las de inversión. Y de ahí empecé este rumbo de esta carrera. Ahora, en pandemia, pues me di cuenta la necesidad y la importancia de lo que hacemos, porque en un principio yo me metí a estudiar. Yo necesitaba tener mi cabeza ocupada y por accidente, por llamarlo así, acabé pues haciendo esto un negocio, una profesión, y eso es ahora lo que yo hago. Entonces, Primérica es una compañía de distribución de servicios financieros. Entonces, yo estoy por abrir mi propia franquicia aquí en Brownsville. Bueno, ya la tenemos, de hecho ya abierta. La compañía te permite tú tener tu propio negocio y eso es lo que yo estoy haciendo aquí. Entonces, parte del trabajo que nosotros o cómo servimos a la comunidad de Brownsville, bueno, déjenme les comento aquí. Nosotros somos una compañía pública, es importante recalcarlo ya que manejo inversiones. Fuimos fundados desde el 77 y bueno, ahí ven un poquito más de lo que es la empresa. Dame un segundo. Aquí, ¿verdad? ¿Por qué no le...? ¿La que sí? Ah, ahí está. So these are part of our services. I'm going to speak Spanglish, inglés español, si está bien. These are part of the services that we do. This is how we help the community in Brownsville, helping them with retirement, helping them with planning or structuring their financial houses. We call it the financial home. Part of one of the important things is that we also train people how to do this. So my job here with my office in Brownsville, the services part is this, how we help you with your, just teaching you about your 401k. Teachers come to me often and say, Nilda, I have no clue how my TRS works. What do? We teach them. I have no clue how all of my benefits work. What do? We teach. So we believe that financial education should be free, shouldn't be charged for. And that's the job that we do for people out there. Now, how do we help the community? Teaching them about it's important to save money, teaching them about how to pay off debt, how to protect your family, how to protect your income. We have the mortgage side of the business as well, how to pay off your mortgage quicker. And of course, like I mentioned before, to start your own business. Primerica gives you that opportunity. And that's how, Primerica and Brownsville started with the team of people that I have here with us. Now, part of the recognitions, I don't know if, the people that are here had heard about this company before, but I just wanted to point these out. We are, we have the very good ratings nationwide in the financial industry, and of course in the insurance business as well. These are part of the slides, and just to point out who we are. And basically, our job here for people is to help them out in their financial structure. I think financial education is very much needed. I don't think we learned anything in school. Well, I sure didn't. I graduated from college, and what's the first thing that you do? You get into debt. so that's the important part of what we do here in our Brownsville office, and our goal is to expand. We are actually expanding. Hopefully, soon we'll be in McAllen and in other areas. So I don't know if any of you have any questions for me. The education, yes. We are, for example, one of the things that we offer is a financial analysis, and that we don't charge for. We make your plan on what you need, how to structure your debt, how much, for example, people ask me, how much life insurance do I need? I don't even know. And we show you how do you get to that number. And at the end of this financial plan is going to give you or project how much money will you need for retirement. Because we think, maybe we have a certain number in our head, but $1 million is not going to be the same in 30 years, right? So we have to plan, and we have to educate people on this part, because we cannot definitely depend on Social Security. Yes. Yes, thank you. Anybody else? Any questions?
Well, you're able to help small businesses, right?
Yes.
If you were to offer a workshop, like teaching, of course,
Yes.
for people here, which workshop do you think would be the first one to offer to
Well,
someone that's just starting their business?
Nice. Well, one of the workshops that we offer is called How Money Works. So basically, the base of our education is to teach you how money works. If you have a small business, sometimes you're scared of what do I do, or what can I open, or how can I save, or how can I help my employees, even if you're a small business. So that's part of the education that we give. And yes, we actually do give mini seminars called How Money Works. But thanks for that question. Anybody? Yes. Claro.
¿Qué tipo de gente es la que se acerca contigo?
Ajá.
Es el tipo de gente que se debería acercar.
Pues.
Te voy a hacer esta pregunta.
Ujú,
¿Ves esta presentación así súper?
ujú. Ajá.
Porque a veces la gente no sabe como si realmente te necesito o no te necesito.
Sí.
Como tú dices, hay que educarnos.
Sí, sí, sí.
Probablemente todos lo necesitamos.
Ujú.
Entonces, ¿qué tipo de gente es la que buscas también valores para que se acerquen a tu oficina?
O sea, aquí todo el mundo necesita esto, empezando desde que te gradúas de la universidad o mucho antes, hasta, hasta donde tú quieras. Si es que tú tienes 50 años y no has empezado un plan, lo necesitas. Si estás recién graduado y no tienes nada y no sabes cómo ahorrar, lo necesitas. O sea, mi gama de clientela es muy amplia porque todo el mundo necesita algo. Lo que ofrecemos es muy amplio. No solamente es un seguro, no solamente es una cuenta de retiro, es una, la educación que tú vas a inculcar a tu familia y a tus generaciones. Y dos, el plan que te podemos hacer ahora. Uno puede empezar una cuenta de ahorro empezando con $25 al mes, o sea, te alcanza. Ese es mi trabajo, hacerle un presupuesto o enseñarle a la persona cómo hacerse un presupuesto y saber lo que en realidad te alcanza. Pero que nos alcanza, porque tenemos, if we have enough money to go to dinner on Fridays, we have, $25 to start saving. So his question was basically, who is my market? Since what age do we start planning? Financial planning, you can start a savings fund for a college saving fund for your non-born kid. You can start as early as that. So it's pretty big. Nuestro mercado es grande. Uh-huh. My office is on Paseo Plaza, where on 802, in front of HEB, Suite B5. We have our Primerica office there. Mm-hmm. Yes.
This may sound a little extreme.
Yes.
But doing presentations in high schools.
Yes, we have thought about it, and actually I've gone to two. Well, one was middle school, and the kids loved it. I gave How Money Works for Kids, and they were raising hands, and yes, it was great. Yeah, but no. And if you have any, suggestions or where to go specifically, I can, we can talk after. Sure. Thanks.
La cuenta con los muchachos, de los jóvenes. He trabajado, no es lo mismo, pero en algo parecido, de pólizas de vida.
Ajá.
Y es a veces un poco complicado mantener a los jóvenes porque a ellos se les hace como que viven el momento.
Sí.
Y ellos no piensan en el futuro muchas veces.
Sí, claro.
Hay una excepción, ¿verdad? Pero la mayoría es como que vivo hoy.
Sí.
Y si de repente se les atora el pago del carro, el pago del celular, que para ellos es más importante pagar el carro del celular que pagar el seguro de Celina o la cuenta. ¿Cómo mantienes? ¿Cómo le haces para que esos muchachos no te bloqueen, no se vayan, no dejen de pagar?
Esa es una muy buena pregunta. Do I answer it in English or in Spanish, or it doesn't matter? Y eso es una de las cosas, yo creo que más valiosas que hacemos nosotros, la educación. Cuando tú educas a una persona y le enseñas el por qué lo necesita, no te lo va a dejar. Simplemente. Cuando tú le proyectas a esa persona lo que se va a ahorrar, por ejemplo, ahorrando los $25 o lo que va a ganar desde ahorita, el seguro de vida, lo que significa en realidad, la educación de lo por qué necesitas un seguro de vida, no solamente es la persona que llega, quiere un seguro, llenas y adiós. No, es sentarme, dedicarle 20, 30 minutos a esa persona con la educación y una vez es lo que a mí me ha ayudado, ¿no? Una vez que esa persona está consciente, continúa con lo que es el producto, sea lo que sea, ya sea una cuenta de inversión y así, o de seguro. Uh-huh. Dime. Ajá. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Entonces, creo que ahí sí se tiene que desarrollar una estrategia para no nada más para que se vaya bien, sino darle la información adecuada para la parte que debe ser prioridad para ellos también. Como ese celular, invertir en las finanzas familiares.
Claro, y muchas veces, parte de lo que hacemos nosotros son las dos cosas al mismo tiempo, buying term and investing the difference. Entonces, Once you have your life insurance, you're going to start investing for your future. So usually when I have somebody that has both things, they're always going to be, they're always going to be there because they know now the importance. Pero ya eso es, I guess, cada quien y la educación que tú le inculcas a la persona. Pero sí, es buen punto. Gracias. ¿Alguna otra pregunta? Dime. Why who? Why Primerica? Primerica, we have we're top 2 in the nation in term life insurance. Primerica, we have one of the best products in life insurance in the industry. We have, many our partners let me show you this slide. The partners that we use are the best companies in the industry, and not because I say it, but because there's recognitions that we use for that. Ahí está. And one of the things that we do is that we do what's right for people. Knowing all of these, I guess, financial organization or financial structure and helping that person on a one-to-one basis, helping them with their financial home. But I don't know, have you ever, any of you heard of these companies? Lincoln, Bright House. I mean, you know that, and they're good companies. And Primerica uses, the best companies to become our partners.
So I know that you have two, for example, two life insurance are they owned by Primerica, or Primerica is just like a marketing organization?
No, Primerica is a life insurance company. We're number 2 in the nation in term underwriting. National Benefit Life is in New York, and we have in Canada as well. Yeah. Primerica Life Insurance Company. Any other questions? All right, so I think my time is done. If you have any questions, my office is in, thank you. I should have given you my email and number. I messed up, but I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Nilda, for presenting with us today. Just a few reminders of stuff that is going on here at eBridge in these coming days, months, weeks. We are going to have a program here at eBridge, the Startup Legal Roadmap, that is happening tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow at 5:30. I believe there is a registration for it. Yeah.
It's on the EBridge page. So if you want to set up, if you want to ask questions about, say, how legally setting up your business for bigger investments, for seed funding, tomorrow is the day to actually come here and answer questions.
Yes.
5:30.
5:30. Yes, 5:30.
It's still around an hour. You can stay and ask questions.
Yes. So all that information is found in our social media pages and our webpage for eBridge. We are going to have another event with Methodist Ministries, like the one that we had this past September 26th. We're going to have one now, October 26th. And so the first one was a little introduction of what it was. And this upcoming one is going to start a little bit more with education, I guess. It's going to be more education now. And that one's going to happen October 26th, I believe, also at 10 a.m. We're going to be posting information about it on social media, so stay on the lookout for that. And then October 26th, that same day, is the Startup Texas pitch event for the SBIR STTR Accelerator people. I know there's a few in the room, maybe. No, I don't think so. So we're going to have that Startup Texas for that group October 26th. And then in December, we're going to have the other Startup Texas for the emerging industries cohort that I do see a couple in the room. So Stay tuned for those two events and please attend or please come and join us. And then starting January 2024, we're going to have our next Kaufman cohort here or for eBridge, but it's not going to be here at eBridge. But it's going to be for the Brownsville community. So also stay tuned for the applications that are going to be opening probably towards the end of the year. Other than that, also just a little reminder, please follow us in our social media, like our post, share it with other people, with friends, partners, your community, whoever you know to come and present and be part of this community. So thank you so much for coming today, and please enjoy some coffee, and thank you. Justo se le coló.